Welcome back to Learning Torah Lishma. So I'm going to link it in the notes, Mitzvah Hashem. The podcast that I'm referring to, it's one of the Living L'chaims that they're talking to Shatchanim. And they asked them, what is the... trying to figure out the right words. What is like someone that has a high success rate? You have Shatchanim, whether they're male or female, whichever one. What is the high success rate? There's ones that are very good, bad, very bad. You understand? So people on the high echelons, people that are considered to be very good, how much shidduchim are they making a year? How successful are they? And not in percentage, but which we'll give also, but not just in percentage, but in amounts of shidduchim that they're accomplishing. And you know what they said? 15 to 18 shidduchim a year. Remember, a year is 365 days. You could be talking to multiple people a day. Let's say 5 people a day, right? So 5 times 365, take out Shabbos and whatever, 50-something days. You understand? So around 300 days, so 3 times 5, right? Which is like 1,500 people. So let's say from around 1,500 people that you speak to, approximately, even if it's 1,000, right? Even if you take away 500, we just say 1,000. From 1,000 people that they speak to approximately a year, this is talking about a very good shadchan. They make 15 to 18 shidduchim. Now you see my expression, right? This is not on the Shatchanim, right? This is not on the Shatchanim, but this is on the people. How the parents are being educated, how the system is working, right? This is not necessarily on the Shatchanim. This is on the system, right? And you can have great Shatchanim people that really want to do, but they're limited by the system. They feel forced to work by the system, because else they would make zero. You understand? So just think about it, right? Let's say in the most, with the most, best, just say 1,000 or 999 people, right? 1,000, right? Which is probably more, right? We did the calculation, but just let's put it down to the, no one could argue with. It's 1,000 people that they're talking to, and a lot of them they're meeting. They make 15 to 18 shidduchim, and then people wonder why there's a shidduch crisis, why people aren't getting married. Maybe this way of doing things is not correct. This is shocking. This is, you would need 15, that would mean that you would need every 15th to 18th person in Klal Yisrael being a shadchan in order for everybody to get married. You understand? That is a tremendous, and that is a number that is is just not going to happen, and it shouldn't have to happen. You shouldn't need every 15th to 18th person to be a shadchan in order for everybody to get married, right? This is just insane. This is just insane. And this is what I go back to when in my other shurim that I talk about the problem of shidduchim, and people think, no, it's okay, this, that. It's not okay. There's a big issue here. I'm not sure if that share is on YouTube. I'm not sure. I I have this issue of downloading things, but we're trying to get the shurim on. So, maybe we'll talk about it just a bit of what people should do today. But this is just crazy, absolutely insane and insanity that the people that consider themselves the rulers of Klal Yisrael, so to speak, the kings and priests, and they just they don't seem to do anything, even though they say they care a lot. At a certain point, You can't care so much and do nothing. You understand? Unless a person's paralyzed. You understand? A person's a regular, healthy human being. You can't claim to care so much and then do almost nothing. It just doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't make a difference how big of a righteous man you are, how big of a righteous woman you are. You can't, right? How great you think you are. It just can't be. It just can't be. And therefore, they have to realize there has to be a drastic change in how shidduchim go about. The resume is the main cause of this. It would be one thing if the shadchan looks into the resume and you're trusting the shadchan. That would be one thing, right? I think that more people would agree on to be okay with. Not saying it's still the right way. I think it's more coffee dates, speed dating. I think that's what needs to be done. But that's something that more people could agree upon. But that every single time you need someone to, every suggestion they look into your resume, and people are getting calls non-stop. You understand? From and the parents, a lot of them they're just nasty people, not nice people. And even if they're perfectly nice people, if you have 100 perfectly nice people asking you the same thing, doesn't that get annoying? That's what's happening. You understand? Why can't it be that they just speak to the shadchan and you learn to trust people? Stop thinking that everybody's a monster. If you don't trust the shadchan, don't use the shadchan. If you don't trust any shadchanim, that means there's something wrong with you. Such simple things. The shadchan calls, the shadchan finds out, and it's easier on the people. People would be more willing to be on the resume. People would be happier about it. Things would just go better. Instead you have just this chaos, this absolute chaos, and there's no need for it. It's just shocking. It's just absolutely astounding. And you see from here what I've unfortunately been saying, and that things will only get worse. If we continue this way, things will only get worse. And you just see it. If one shadchan, if you need 15 to either 15 or 18 people, every 15th or 18th person to be a shadchan, in order for everybody to get married, that is something that's just not gonna happen, and there's no reason for why something like that should have to happen. And it just shows the falsehood of this system. And I think bravo to the shadchanim that actually were courageous enough to actually say it. Just right. This is this is crazy, right? And if you think of the percent of success, right? It's even I even know how you ratio that 15 to 18 to 1,000, putting it most conservative. 1,000 people that call them a year. 15 to 18. Even if it was 100 people that called them a year, right? Even if it was 100 people that called them a year, and they only made 15 to 18 shidduchim, that means less than 80%. Which we're not talking about 100 people. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of people that call them a year. And 15 to 18 shidduchim? I feel bad for the shadchanim. These people that they really want to help. Not talking there are bad shadchanim, not referring to good ones. That they really do want to help. They really want to help the tzibur. And this is how the tzibur treats them. I'm not talking about the young people necessarily. I'm talking about the people more on top. You understand? The parents, the Rabbanim, the Rebbitzins, the Rebbas, Shivas, Mashpiyas, Chachams, whatever you call them. And it's like a vicious cycle, because this incorrect way of thinking just continues on, and now the people that were young adults, children, now they turn into that, and it just gets worse and worse. When a mistake is done generationally, it's worse than when each generation does a different mistake. You understand? This is already generationally. This is so entrenched. People think that this is Yiddishkeit, that saying anything about it that's not what they think you should say is kfira. They're so delusional that it shocks the mind. It's perplexed the mind. I'm surprised that a mind doesn't explode when thinking about this. This is Yiddishkeit? This is Yiddishkeit? This is Yiddishkeit, that less than 1% success in shidduchim. There's a 99.999%. It's not even 1%. 18 out of 1,000 people. And that's the nicest number you could give. What? It should be the opposite. 99.999% success. Or at least 80% success, at least. Why do people have such negative minds that they turn everybody down? They turn everybody evil. What the F is going on? Shocking.